Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start present my paper, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sur Azizahita Kumala, and I'm from Erlangga University. In this special occasion, I would like to thank so much to the committee of the third Echonitis International Conference on Islamic Civilization and Humanities. And now I would like to present my paper entitled Critical Discourse Analysis of Clash and Power in a Cup of Tea and the Necklace, an intertextual approach. Okay, so critical discourse analysis or CDA is a study that critically analyzes socio-historical context, interpersonal relationship, and cultural and political influence. So the term discourse is used in various aspects of discourse analysis in general, and then there are two main paradigms in the term of discourse, namely structural and functional. Um, Structurally, a discourse is considered as a unit of language that is larger than a sentence, while functionally, a discourse focuses on how language is used. So, in this paper, there are two research questions. The first one is how clash and power are represented in the main characters of A Cup of Tea and the Necklace. And the second one is how the intertextual relationship between A Cup of Tea and the Necklace reflects the dynamics of clash and power. Of course, this research aims to analyze the representations of clash and power in the main characters of both short story and reveal the intertextual relationship between the two short story in the context of capitalist society. So there are three previous studies that are relevant to this study. The first one the study by Walker and Mahmoud in 2024 focused on analyze feminism and patriarchy in A Cup of Tea, but has not connected how power and social clash in the study are connected in the intertextual context of other narratives, such as the necklace. The second study by Bella et al. In 2020 examined the symbol of prestige and its relationship in modern society, but did not use a critical discourse approach to investigate the power that arises from social class. On the other hand, the third study by Zemini in 2020 one studied intertextuality in discourse in general, but did not specifically apply the approach to the particular literature work, with an emphasis on the theme of class and power. Therefore, the study provides innovation by combining folklore, critical discourse analysis to analyze the representation of clash and power in A Cup of Tea and the Necklace, and applying Julia Kristevas intertextuality theory to investigate how these two sources complement each other in reflecting the dynamics of capitalist society. Thus, the study makes new contributions to the study of critical discourse and intertextuality in the literary work. And next, Verklov in his book entitled Language and Power. The second edition, published in 2001, summarized discourse as social practice into four parts. The first one, language and discourse. The second one, discourse and orders of discourse. And the third one is clash and power in capitalist society. And the last one is dialectic of structure and practice. This research focus on class and power in capitalist society, seeing that is in that it is an interesting research material in a current era where power takes over social society to discourse instead of changing the ideology of society. And the theory intersexuality explains that the texts never stand alone, but are always related to other texts. Yeah. So Christopher defines intersexuality as a dynamic relationship between texts that create meaning through reference to each other, either directly or indirectly. And so intersexuality can be applied to analyze ideology, power, and dominations in social discourse. So, this study used a descriptive qualitative research method. According to Creswell 2010, in research using qualitative method, theory is generally used as a basis for describing behavior and attitude. And then the short story, A Cup of Tea, and The Necklace are the source of data in this study. And the researcher collected several quotes from the short story, A Cup of Tea, and The Necklace. And then the data collection technique is in the form of reading in depth to short story, collecting data, identifying themes that reflects class and power, and then analyze how the relation between the text in the short story. And the analysis in intended to explain the discourse of how clash and power contained in each short story, and with a critical discourse analysis approach. And then furthermore, these patterns are connected through an intertextuality approach to identifying the main themes that show the capitalist social structure in the text. Mm, And then this is the result and discussions about the clash and power represented in main character. So in the first question, I use a critical discourse analysis to analyze my research. So this is the quotation from A Cup of Tea. Nah, this quotations about this quote sorry this quotations show clash and power through Fairclough three-dimensional analysis in the text dimension. In the text dimension, the use of sentence such as "So I gave the poor little thing a present of money." Rosemary used money as a tool to manage the situation in which Rosemary drove Smith out of her house by giving her by giving Mr. Smith money. And then in the discourse practice dimension, this action reflects a power relationship in which Rosemary relies on will to overcome the discomfort she feels from her husband's compliments to the girl. By giving money, Rosemary sets the situations in her favor, showing that the upper class is able to determine the future of others. In the social practice dimensions, these quotes show how the capitalist system allows the upper class to utilize wealth to stay in power and normalize the dependency of the lower class. Rosemary reflects that money is the solutions to solving social problems. Next, the second one is quotations from the necklace. So the quotations illustrates the theme of clash and power in the text analyze the descriptive of practice, yeah, practice elegant and the attention of the ministries. Oh, sorry, the minister notice her, like how beauty and appearance becomes tool to gain social recognitions. Nah, in discourse practice, the admiration of the upper class reflects the sorry, the fleeting dynamics of symbolic power and social practice. The ideology of capitalism emphasizes that social standing can be achieved through material appearance, reflecting a social hierarchy that position power based on a reception of appearance and validations from the elite class. So this is the quotations from the necklace and a cup of tea based on intertextual relationship. Now the two quotations are interconnected through the theme of materialism, which reflects social class and power. In a cup of tea, Rosemary gives money to show control, where she thinks if there is money, everything will be safe. So she gets Miss Smith away by giving money. While the necklace, Matilde feels successful and powerful after wearing a diamond necklace, gaining attention and recognition from others. So, Christopher's intertextual theory showed that these two texts talk to each other about how social class and power can be achieved through material and appearances, thus making the two main characters tend to pursue material objects to gain more power. So it can be concluded that this research examines how class and power are depicted in a cup of tea and a necklace by using very close critical discourse analysis and Christopher's intertextual approach. The result of the analysis showed that the struggle on class and power where language served to support the capitalist hierarchical structure. Rosemary reflects the wealth of the upper class and reforms social control, while Mathilde Loisel displayed the ambitions and oppressions faced by the middle class. The interconnections between the two stories show similar critique of capitalist operations of women, illustrating how social exploitations influence desire and actions taken together. This narrative challenge and injustice present in the social structure, providing deeper insight into how discourse can maintain or counter existing force in capitalist society, and this analysis emphasized the importance of literary discourse in addressing unjust social issues. Okay, I think enough for my presentations about my paper. Sorry if I have any mistakes, and I hope my presentation is being good and give more knowledge. And that's all. Guys, I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.